Shall we begin? Let's begin now. Let's begin now.
What is this place called? Joy Hinge, right? Joy Hing?
Boucher Hinge. This is a delicious Char C-U.
Look around, dude. This place is gritty. The floors are greasy. I mean, I almost slipped and fell down when I walked in here.
That chef right there, he's covered in all sort of fat. He's been hacking away for a good solid half an hour. And
Well,
he's just
half an hour, half a century, I think.
Yeah, that's
Looks
right.
like that's the only thing he's ever done. So we have lemon tea and a dish of rice and barbecue pork. What do you think?
The real star of the show is the Char C-U. Big, meaty, chewy pieces, slightly sweet, but very fatty and savory. It's a winner.
Cool. Matt, that says shark fin soup. What the hell? I thought we were here for Char Siu.
Well, we are at Fu Sing Seafood Restaurant. Apparently, they also do a very good Char Siu. So, they do sell shark fins, which we will not be partaking, even though it comes in a lovely brown sauce.
Yeah, screw that.
Screw that. Yao Ming says not to. So, we will be having the Char Siu, the barbecue pork, which Hong Kong is famous for, and it's supposed to be pretty good.
We are on a quest for Hong Kong's very best Char Siu. And as you saw in the footage earlier today, we stopped by kind of a street food level Char Siu restaurant, and it was fantastic. He gave it a 4 out of 5. I would give it at least a 4.5 out of 5. It was really good.
Well, I don't want to give it a 5 right away because I don't want it to.
Well, that's the problem. It was the first restaurant, and we don't have anything to compare it to except for our past experiences with Char Siu. But we will say that place was different in that it cut really thick pieces, where I've only had it in really thin pieces before. So that was different for me. But it made it like more tender and more chewy. I mean, not chewy.
Yeah. There's a little bit of gristle meat on the bones. I've never had Char Siu before, and I compare it most to teriyaki chicken. But since Char Siu is pork, it tastes 10 times better.
And well, yeah, teriyaki is also sweet, but Char Siu has a little bit more of a salty side to it than teriyaki does. So it's got sweet and savory. And our first stop today What was the name of that place? You remember?
Joy Hing.
Joy Hing. We didn't have dialogue there. We apologize for that, but it was, in my opinion, it was fantastic. But now we're going a little upscale. Now we're here in a place that's probably 10 times more expensive.
Napkins.
Yeah. Look around. The napkins are all folded like Pope's hats. You know that costs money right there.
This is a gold spoon.
So we are exploring the very best barbecued pork called Char Siu in Hong Kong.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, it is here. It is much, much bigger than last time.
This is magnificent looking though. Still the big chunky pieces
Yeah.
you were talking about.
Yeah, they definitely go big here. It's weird.
Well, you know what? Bigger's better.
And it's saucier. And it's got a lot dripping off of it. You can see that.
Saucy, drippy, honey covered.
It's good. So tender.
That's very good.
Well, I already know it's not my favorite. It is way tender, just like almost melts in your mouth. But it doesn't have that savory.
Yeah, it's
Like just sweet, right?
very sweet. It's well, it's good. But I mean, the new rankings, Joy Hing is king.
Yeah, Joy Hing was way better than this. I would say like this is like a 3 compared to.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put this 3.5. Elevate Joy Hing. Since Joy Hing is the best, I'm gonna turn that into a 5.
Okay, I'm with you on that. This is like a 3 for me. So our lasting impressions of this. What's this place called?
Fu Sing Seafood Restaurant.
Okay.
Maybe that was our mistake.
Yeah, we listened to the internet. I would, after eating about half of the dish, I'm prepared to lower my score actually down to about a 2 out of 5. And I don't think that's being generous, but I think that's pretty accurate because it doesn't. There's no balance of flavor. It's one-sided. It's sweet, which is nice. It's tender, which is nice. But there's no crispy crust. There's no savory, salty finish, and it's a little lackluster in my opinion. So we were gonna go to Kowloon, but we did a little research because wasted steps. There's nothing worse than a wasted step. And our research told us that there's a really good barbecue place just over a mile away from here. So we're gonna jump in a cab because it's not that easy to get to, and then we're gonna try the final top barbecue pork Char Siu place in
Good barbecue takeaway.
Hong Kong. Woo.
All right, let's. There you go. That's a good B-roll right there. People enjoying food.
Where are we at right now, dude?
Where are we? We're in. I forgot. Yacht Lock. Thank you.
We're in a barbecue haven.
Yes.
Duck, goose, pork, and everything else. This one's more thinly sliced, which we're accustomed to. And it looks a little crispier in places. All right, let's stop talking and let's eat that shit.
Man, eat that shit. We can do voiceover later. Fuck that shit. This one's good.
This one makes stop number 2 like completely a waste of our time.
And money.
And money, yeah. 400 fly. This place is so much better. Look at that.
Tasty. Meat's good.
What's the difference between this place and the last place?
Not as sweet. Way too sweet at the last place.
And this one's not salty, but it definitely has savory,
This one's a little chewy, but it tastes amazing.
I don't know if this is traditional or not, but I'm in love with this place. Now the question is, which place is better, restaurant number 1 or restaurant number 3? That's what we have to figure out. All right, so restaurant number 1 or restaurant number 3? Well, I'm still going to give the first restaurant a 4.5, which is overall is going to be the highest score of the day for me. Now we've definitely got some things to compare it to, and I think this place is about a 3.5. If I'm being nice, it's going to be a 4. It's good. I think Maaty is having a different experience than me, but I'm enjoying it, just not as much as the first place. So I think I'm gonna be nice and call this a 4. But the first restaurant was a clear 4.5, and restaurant number 2. Maaty, what do you think?
All right. Here it is, the rank. Restaurant number 1, Joy Hing, best I've had so far, 4.5. This is number 2. I'm going to give it a 3.5, a little chewier. And then the seafood restaurant where we clearly shouldn't have brought in Char Siu. I'm going to give that a final downgrade of a 2.5. Wasn't very good.
What about price-wise? Do you consider the price at all?
Well, I mean, the first one was 88. And we
No. It was 32 for one serving.
With rice and 2 teas.
It was 80.
Yeah. So this one plate cost more than both of ours at the first restaurant. Price-wise, the first one's the best for the cheapest, so it wins.
But if you're hungry and you're near this place, I would definitely stop here.
Yeah, sure, I'd stop here, but I go for Joy Hing.
And next time we might try some barbecue goose or duck or whatever.
Joy Hing, best in the biz. That's the final note.
Word.
The roast goose was amazing.
Was that your favorite dish? It looked like you guys had tried a few dishes, right? So what was your favorite
We
one?
had the goose. I like the goose more. You got the roast
roast
pork.
pork.
Yeah,
Roast pork,
you like
amazing.
that.
I liked it all equally as much. No, I did.
I like everything.
I like it all complemented each other.
Have you been here before?
Yeah, we did a
so
few times.
many times.
Yeah,
Okay, so that you guys are return customers, and
Yeah.
and you recommend it to anyone else, right?
Yeah.
definitely.
And what about the atmosphere? You guys like this busy atmosphere? Or
Yeah.
Pretty much always like this. It's good.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, guys,
Very, very Hong Kong.
thanks for your input. Appreciate it.
Thanks.